You know, part of the reason I'm still doing this crazy show is because I do think it's important people understand where their food comes from,
sure.
you know? I'll bet you a lot of people would be surprised to know that caviar comes out of Mississippi.
Once the raw meat is packed into a casing, it's wheeled right around the corner to one of 10 smokehouses.
Is that close enough?
That's good.
You're red?
Yep.
Mike?
How you doing?
Great. All right.
Raw.
Raw, got it. And raw because this is raw.
Yep.
That's all there is to it. This is a smoker.
Yep.
And obviously, it's full of smoke. And dirt. What is this?
From the smoke building up over years.
And under here, I guess, would be a fire.
Yep.
And we're gonna hang our meat from the rafters.
Yep.
And these will hang for
2 days.
for 2 days and get smoky.
Show me what you do.
Just pull them up like this. Just hanging right on the nail.
All right.
Just hanging on there. Hey, it's a tricky thing.
It is a tricky thing. I'm not used to handling this amount of meat. All right, so now what would you do? You'd have to get the fire going at some point, right?
Piece of wood. What you're gonna do is lay the wood down where you're at on that cardboard. Mm-hmm. Throw some rags on top of it.
All right.
Pour some kerosene on that.
The secret ingredient to any good fire.
Yep.
How much?
That's pretty good.
All right.
Now, once that's going good, we normally kick it in with our feet. You don't want to get too close because the flame comes out.
Yeah.
We'll turn on the water right now. Pull that down. Yeah. And that turns the water on. We can close the shutters now. You gotta close these windows up top, so that keeps all the smoke in.
How do you do that?
You gotta come on the other side.
Why are they open in the first place?
When you empty a house, it lets all the hot air out. And it's locked. You wanna do the other one?
Sure.
You gotta be quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Just put this back.
Other smokehouses are finished and ready to be opened up and unloaded.
I'm gonna do the top one first.
All right, now what?
Let me go back downstairs.
All right.
Up and down, loading and unloading. That's the name of the game.
We got special trucks too. You gotta use finished trucks.
Of course. No cross-contamination.
Nope. Just throw it in there.
The smokehouse holds 14,000 pounds of bologna, about half that weight from the hefty 52 inchers.
No.
It's hard to believe a simple nail head hanging system could make an otherwise easy job so utterly miserable.
Okay.
All right, this one's full.
That's full of meat.
And we'll push that out, and we'll get another one. And start all over again.
And on and on.
All 228 of them.
How many are in here?
30.
That's depressing.
You just do the math.
I can't. All right, so what's the plan of attack there, Red?
Now we gotta crawl up there and get some bolognas they need down.
And crawling up there, we'd have to move some of these.
Some of these over this way. Make sure you move them straight. If you move them crooked, they'll fall down on your head.
That's like the best advice you can give. Okay. Now, the things we're standing on, of course, can roll.
Yeah.
So it'd be good not to fall.
I gotta yell for Chris.
Chris!
Chris!
So Chris is going to bring a truck over. We're going to drop the meat straight to Chris.
We
Is he
get done.
catching them or we just drop them?
We just drop them in.
Oh, I love it. So we just drop the meat from a one-story height.
You gotta drop them so they land flat. You can't go down like this or like this or...
Right.
So you can't have no broken ones.
No broken ones. So let me watch your technique there.
Stand by.
Perfect. I'm going for pure
Pure metal.
pure steel right here. Oh, look at that. It's like a gymnast. And the flip is good. A hard time with the wall. Oh, damn it! You gotta respect your meat. Well, as near as I can figure, there's only one job here at Seltzer where nobody cares what color shirt you wear. And that job goes on in here at this particular time of day. This would be Chris. How's it going, Chris?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Don't take this the wrong way, but if there's a totem pole You're probably at the bottom of it, right?
Yep.
Just getting started here?
Yep.
And the official name of this job is what?
Pit cleaner. If you don't clean, you can't put your wood down.
Can't make the fire, can't smoke the bologna.
Nope.
You don't have a 100-year-old business.
Nope.
I don't want to overstate it, Chris, but the way I see it, this business would be nowhere without you. I'll always take the opportunity to hop in a pit with a young, enterprising fella who's working his way up. In fact, Chris, why don't you get out of here and let me do the work, all right?
All right.
Give yourself a break. I can't help but notice that area on your lip there where you're eventually going to have a mustache is now covered with sweat. So is this just pure ash we're shoveling?
Ash, bologna, wood.
Is it important to clean the entire pit?
Pretty much, so then it does have to be done every week.
It'd be a shame to drop all this back in there, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully the wheel don't fall off.
That's what I'm hoping.
And we just pick it up and put it in.
You know how much this weighs?
Nope.
All right.
Usually I'm not the one that dumps it.
Oh, this is a big day for both of us.
Yeah.
We go 1, 2,
Just don't drop it on your toes. You don't steal
3.
toes.
Oh, jeez. All right, now in the future, in the area between 2 and 3, there's no talking, okay? I'm gonna concentrate between 2 and 3. It's all about getting it up there.
Maybe we want to grab these arms.
The arms?
Yeah. 'Cause then we can get it up higher.
Yeah, but isn't that back gonna snap?
No.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, let's just put the tip on there. Oh, it's plastic, isn't it? No! Gee. Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Nothing to see here. We're doing good. All right, so you're... Oh, I see the wheels there. They're complicated. All right, let's try it again. Ready?
Yep.
All right. All right, you got it?
Yep.
Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. There we go. All right.
Now we gotta get a broom and shovel and clean that up.
What's that, by the way?
That'd be septic drainage where we catch, sort of where the water goes into the well.
Whoa!
To the city treatment center.
The heck with the ashes. Tell me more about this.
This is all the bologna juice, wood.
So why does it catch it here? Don't we want that gone, or do we...
No, that'll kill you.
You know what? You and the death thing, that wheelbarrow nearly killed me. How do you get rid of this stuff?
You pull it out by the handle and you carry it over to the dumpster.
All just goes in the dumpster?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the dumpster stuff go?
I don't know.
All right, let's not worry about that then.
It's heavy, so watch out.
Oh. Oh, that's awful. How are we gonna dump this? The same way?
Just carry it over and pick it up.
All right, I'm gonna follow you. Get rid of that dump truck, that wheelbarrow thing. It's bad. So you guys stop it from going into the borough's water treatment system.
Because if we don't, we could be fined.
Right. But dumping it in here is okay?
Yeah.
All right, well, Lebanon Farms. Coming at you. Oh dear. Oh. See, that was a bad plan. The other one over there is just like this one?
Uh-huh.
Great, let's go ahead and...
It might not be as bad because that's the second one. It's whatever this one misses.
Oh!
Now we have to get all that stuff off it.
How do you propose we do that?
Just kind of bang it.
Oh, all right. You got a hose? Perfect. So this is all connected.
Yep. You may even have trouble getting this one out.
Are you sure it's not sealed in there somehow? You're not gonna get that out, son. This is sword and stone stuff here. What the hell are you doing there, Chris?
Trying to get it out.
Oh, you are an enterprising young man. The sludge and all of it just goes right in your boots there?
Yep.
Oh, you got to applaud that kind of effort. I mean, but still, brave.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well, we'll get a metal pipe and pry it up.
that's what I'm thinking. That thing I used to shut the shutters with, that big piece of steel. It'd be so cool if I could pull it out on my own right now. Show the little whippersnapper up.
Oh, sorry. I'm old and stuff, but I got a lot of pent-up rage.
Now here we have, Chris, you're actually squeezing the sludge with in your fingers.
Uh-huh.
Because that's
See
just how
little
you
pieces
roll.
of wood and...
Yeah, and all of it.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Watching the hose. I don't know how your life is going, son, but in mine, there's always some nasty little surprise at the end of the
It's easier if
day.
you just let that way and just hose off, because then it can all run out.
I was talking to you.
Yeah.
I was making a point now.
Yeah.
You're not interested.
No.
You don't care what I think. That's, that's fine.
Yep. Hose her down.
You hose her down. Hose her down, Chris. I can't think of a better way to end a long day in a bologna factory. With me signing off and Chris doing what he does. So these are all being fed by those smaller ones up in the hills, right?
Yep.
And everything's just dripping and running down in this direction. You got it?
Time now to pump the valuable sap up to the tractor tank. But first, I needed to prime the pump.
Don't spill a drop.
Don't spill a drop. You can count on me. I guess some might be getting in there, huh?
Yeah, I'd say.
That's about it. Where's it go from here?
Here we go back into the camp and unload it.
We brought the maple sap back to camp and unloaded it into this holding tank.
Hello.
From there, we sent part of our load into these boiling pans on top of the sugar camp furnace.
All right, Jerry, what's the plan?
Yep, we clean the furnace first.
Clean the furnace.
First, we get the scraper over here.
Well, there's a lot of tools I've not seen before.
Okay.
I bet you use something like this, don't you?
This is what we pull the ashes out with.
Right. All right. Where do the ashes go in?
We just put them on the floor here
Oh.
and then push them back under until we get enough. We bring the skid loader in. And
Great.
As you probably figured out from the ashes, this is a wood-burning furnace. They burn wood here because it's a cheaper source of fuel than oil or gas. Scrap wood is readily available in this part of Pennsylvania.
How you know when you're done, Jerry?
yeah, you don't have to be real clean.
You don't have to be real clean, another benefit of using a wood-burning furnace. Although, from my perspective, the biggest benefit was that the job wasn't all that difficult. Or so I thought at the time.
Put a piece of cardboard in there because we got to climb in there.
Say that again?
Because we got to climb in there to clean the fluids.
Oh. Well, if I'd known I was going in there, I might have been a little more thorough in my initial pass. I don't have as much room as I thought.
No.
While I was brushing out the furnace flues, I was thinking that I should probably say something entertaining or edifying about maple syrup, but I gotta tell you, when you're brushing out furnace flues, you're really not in the mood to be entertaining or edifying. All you really want to do is finish the job and get the heck out of there.
Crap.
So you might want to keep that in mind the next time somebody asks you to clean out their furnace flue. Yep, valuable lessons. Served up from inside the wood-burning furnace here at Sugar Camp. Enjoy.
Camp sugar. It's not what I had in mind.
Good work. That's the worst job in the whole camp.
It's got to be.
It is.
That's the worst.
It is.
That's the worst job at Camp Sugar.
Yep.
Is it Camp Sugar or Sugar? It's Sugar
Sugar
Camp, right?
Camp, yeah.
What difference does it make? Camp Hell.
Put these strings in first and then put another layer on.
Sure. That's just good fuel, huh?
That's good to get us started. Yeah, that's probably enough.
expert, but that's a fire. So how long does it take for it to heat up to the point where it'll boil?
It'll start boiling in probably 15 minutes.
But it takes about an hour before all that boiling starts to produce maple syrup.
So that's kind of what we want, right?
That's what we want, so it's okay. You want to take that bucket?
Yes. Jerry tells me the boiling sap I'm carrying right now is called camp syrup.
We hold it here till we get enough to finish.
The camp syrup contains suspended particles called sugar sand, which need to be removed from the syrup.
We'll run it through the filter press and then put it in the finishing pan and finish it.
A scoop of diatomite is added to the camp syrup to help filter out the sugar sand.
So it's being forced through the press on the bottom, then around the top.
And then into the finishing pan.
There it is. It is complicated. I mean, it's involved. There are hoses, there are bins, containers, fluids flying, sugar can. All right, so everything in here has been filtered.
It's filtered
through here.
Through here in the finishing pan.
This is the finishing pan. So this is syrup that's ready to be put on a waffle?
Camp syrup, ready to be made to pure syrup. And then it's ready
Camp
for
syrup. Okay. So what's happening now?
Starting a fire.
More fire?
Yep, more fire.
I hate to ask, Jerry, but how come there's more fire?
Because we gotta boil a little bit more water out of it. We didn't make it quite the syrup out there, remember?
Well, yeah, but I thought this was the finishing thing.
That's when it comes out of here, then it's finished.
Where does it go then? Another
Then
container?
it goes through the filters
Filter
and
again?
in the drum.
In the drum. That's really when it's done.
Yep.
You follow this? So the stuff in this bucket, the was in this thing, it's not coming out of the bucket, through the hose, through the press. Now back in here. Sterilized, I believe.
Yeah, it was sterilized, but that wasn't the point. The important thing now, there's finally some action. After gathering hundreds of keelers full of sap and boiling that sap down for hours and hours and hours, suddenly, there was maple syrup.
Just passing the time. Can't rush sap.
Welcome back to the banks of the mighty Mississippi, where I'm harvesting fish eggs with Kara and Cliff of Show Me Caviar, USA.
We need about 15 of them.
What would you consider a good haul?
60, 80 head would be great.
So I got you 15. All right. I feel like that's all of them.
Oh, there should be more than that.
No.
Surely.
Really?
Surely. Oh, yeah.
Where? Oh, there's one. No, I didn't see that one.
Well, that's the biggest one in there, man.
Well, she was hiding.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, wait a second. You're just pulling them up by magic there. That's oh, no, here's another one. You're right.
Huh. Imagine that.
Oh, dear. This is a lightning rod, isn't it?
Yep, pretty much.
So what are you going to do?
We're going to stick one of them down on one side, one of them down on the other side.
Cliff prefers to stun the fish before removing their eggs. I'm guessing the fish prefer it too.
So is this painful for the fish?
They ain't never said nothing about it.
They're not being electrocuted. They're just being knocked unconscious. Trust me, it's for the best.
Most of the times I take my wet gloves off before I do that.
You know, that is an excellent tip. Want to see what's behind the gray door? This place has a real feel to it. The kind of place where you bring a drifter to get his kidney out. Too much?
Obviously, it's important to look good when you're removing eggs from a sturgeon.
So this is all necessary, of course, because we're preparing food that's going to be shipped all across the country.
Correct.
Honey, get in here. He's putting gloves on.
There you go.
Got it.
Now we're
Ready
set.
to roll.
This is simple but very important. Now I'm going to cut straight across here. Got a line, You got to stay away from it.
You got to stay away from the
Right
blue
down
line.
the side of it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's their main gut. That's what we're staying away from. It's got sand in it.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants sand. They're a relatively tough fish, so you got to get a little bit aggressive with them. They're as tough as they look, ain't they?
Yeah, they really are. Now, I'm just going to scoop all that stuff out, right?
Doing it perfect.
I haven't heard you say perfect all day.
Yeah, I was pushing it there.
Shoot. You feel like we've got enough out of there, or you?
It looks to me like you left about $7 worth in there.
Well, that's no good.
No. You're getting it down to about $3.50 now. That's good. You got it.
Nothing is wasted here. After we harvest the caviar, Cliff sells what's left of the fish
Wow, that's full.
to a company that sells smoked sturgeon. It's not just about the eggs.
How much is that right there?
60, 70 bucks.
You know, part of the reason I'm still doing this crazy show is because I do think it's important people understand where their food comes
absolutely.
from.
Sure.
You know, I'll bet you a lot of people would be surprised to know that caviar comes out of Mississippi.
A new routine and a new rhythm. Slice, scoop, drop, repeat.
Kind of a gut-wrenching job there.
Oh, ho!
Carrie, you want to grab these?
There's an invisible line in this room that separates the food prep area from the butcher's table. I'll cross that line in a minute.
Tastes great with champagne.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sip right over here.
The roast sacks we've just harvested are rubbed across a mesh screen to separate the eggs from the membrane. Like everything else about today, this process is repeated over and over again.
Nice. Did you just throw it on the floor?
No, I dropped it. Throwing it on the floor would look like that.
Do you want me to get your 7-iron?
No, not the golf club. So now we have all those eggs inside this blue bucket with a bunch of water.
Okay, now go ahead and dump very carefully.
Losing a few, but you can live with that,
No,
right?
no, that's what you have to do. Those are going to be bad ones anyway that are either broken or have too much fat on them.
So all the schmutz is leaving, but not the good stuff.
Right.
We are rinsing the hell out of this caviar. Rinsing the fat right out of it. You know that song, I'm gonna wash that man right out of his hair?
I was just thinking that same thing.
Really? Gonna wash that fat right off of them eggs. I'm gonna wash that fat right off of them eggs. See, you got a song. Gonna
That was
wash
me.
that
Yeah,
fat
perfect.
right off of them eggs and send them down the drain.
These eggs will drain for 10 to 15 minutes. And then the pickling process begins.
Oh, look at that. Oh, boy. Now it's starting to look like
good
something
job.
you'd pay for.
So when that was done, we would put it into a stainless steel bowl and put the salt in. You stir it a certain number of times. It's a secret.
Secret time, proprietary?
Yeah, a secret. Like what kind of salt you use, how much salt you use, how many times you stir it.
So there are a couple things we can't tell you, but we can tell you that it's salted and stirred here in Cliff and Kara's garage. But that's all the detail you're
Garage?
going to get.
It's a processing center.
Processing
Excuse
facility,
me.
sorry, not a
You sound like
garage.
we're changing tires in here.
It's not a garage.
On cooking shows, they call this a swap out. This is what the caviar looks like after the pickling in all its stirred and secretly salted glory.
So a container like this costs how much?
Anywhere from $400 to $800-900 per pound.
Starting to make sense now? Cliff and Kara haul in 4,000 pounds of these eggs every year. At $400 a pound, that's $1.6 million. Routine and rhythm have their advantages.
I just want to say that this is what I did today, all right? This is probably, how much?
6.82.
6.82 pounds. And how much a pound?
400.
400. This is roughly $2,500 worth of caviar.
There you go.
All right, look, I did the math in my head. The fish made the ultimate sacrifice. You were the ultimate hosts. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. You're the ultimate guest.
You're very kind. I'd love to chat, but instead I'm going to walk through the great door and find my way off to my next filthy adventure. Ladies and gentlemen, show me caviar, USA.
To sum up, if you'd like a little roe in your mouth, and really, who wouldn't, you've got options. You could buy the imported stuff from Russia, or you could support the hardworking crew of the good ship Hillbilly Deluxe. Personally, I'd just say, "Niet."
to the Ruskies and let the good people of Clarksville, Missouri show me the best roe my money can buy. Right here in the USA.